What's up, y'all? This is your boy Lionheart, ready to let you know that this video is sponsored by Factor. Factors takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success. Skip the grocery stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. With over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, plus veggie, and more. And you don't have to miss out on this. You can get 50% off on your first Factor box and 20% off on your next month of orders using my link, which is down below in the description box, okay? Trust me, 50% off on the first box, 20% off the next 4 boxes. Not uno, not dos, not tres, but cuatro. And in Spanish, I basically just said 4. So please do not miss out on this opportunity. It's down in the description below. Hit that link. Remember, 50% off first Factor box, 20% off on your next month of orders using the link. Other than that, guys, I gotta thank you all so much, and please enjoy the rest of this video. Besides that, I gotta bid you all adieu and say goodbye and good night. Bang. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, the Lionheart.
And the Garo.
And we are the Apex.
Roar.
I thought he was going to join me with that, but you know what? The roar was a good addition to that. But the thing is, he's a dragon. A dragon doesn't do the roar, right? God damn, that shit was impressive, man. Yo, I clap it up to that man. I'm not even being sarcastic. That was actually very impressive. But listen, guys, we're here because, you know, my partner came back after a 1-week hiatus because, honestly, he needed the rest, he needed the work, and I don't want to overwork him. So.
And I was training to compete the belt.
Yes. We're gonna promote this separately, but he made a challenge to challenge me for the belt in a Beyblade battle. But that's more you guys can we'll do this separate videos because some of y'all probably are not gonna read this.
There's a lion Beyblade calling for him.
I know it is because that's my destiny right there, okay? Destino, as far as I'm concerned.
Destino!
But listen, guys, we're here because me and him have been talking outside of the camera. We've been talking about projects, anime shows to watch. One of them, we've been waiting. We've been holding it off long enough.
It's
but now,
the elf girl.
Yeah, called Frieren, if I'm pronounced. We'll get it once we watch the first episode. But it's weird. The translation that he got from it
is freeze.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, but you know what? We're learning the words, okay? But the thing is, this is a show that's been highly popular on Crunchyroll as like a top show recommendation.
And a lot of people cosplay as that elf.
Yeah, and now that the first season's actually done, we can actually binge watch a lot of episodes. But we're only gonna get 1 episode because we did a movie reaction before this, and we have
the horror Thanksgiving.
Yes, and we also have a little bit of stuff to do. But for now, we're just getting a first episode impression. If we have enough time, maybe we'll do a second episode. But for now, we're just doing episode 1, okay? In the meantime, I'm excited. I want to see what the hype is all about with the show. We are excited to know what the hype is all about, right?
Hell yeah!
Yes. So in the meantime, let's do this. Episode 1, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
and go!
At the northwest end of the continent, I arrived at the place that the people of the world call heaven. Arunta, the land where souls rest. Fought alongside the Flamme, the legendary mage. Frieren. Okay, good. Practice.
So basically freeze.
Well, we know that, bro.
There must be the hero clan. No, hero group. You see where he tucked his hair in, right?
I need to look. I didn't get a chance. Oh, right. See, she's an elf, so she'll live longer than everybody else. Wait, dwarves can do the same thing too, though. They have long span.
Dwarves live long span, but elf have longer than dwarves.
True, but I'm just saying, she won't be the only one. The dwarf would live long, too. Make sure to point it out if I haven't seen it. They look like they defeated the big boss already. Like the whole point of adventure, they did it. Himmel, Asen, Hater. Wow. Shit, that's elaborate.
Oh, I thought the hair was tucked in inside the pants, but no, it was a little bit shorter. But you see where the hair lands? It's right around here.
Wait, they only gave us 10 copper coins. That's cheap.
Yeah. For killing the demon, it's supposed to be more than 10 copper coins.
No, but they started though. Like probably when they first did it before they reached the demon.
Oh, so then that's cheap. They should at least got a gold everything to get good equipment.
Oh. You're right, Mimic.
I know my dungeon terminology.
I forgot after watching Delicious in Dungeon, I forgot about that. Because they do show mimics. Wow.
A shooting star.
It must be an asteroid thing, you know? But I say, meteor shower. You know, I remember watching that as a kid. I thought it was amazing to watch in the Bronx. My mom woke me up and I was like, wow, never seen anything like it. If he's still alive in those 50 years.
Now she's off to a journey.
Well, the thing is called Journey's End, so... That's what I was thinking. 100 years might be 1 year to them. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to have a long-lasting life being. You see people around you that you're friends with and then they die because they're not the same species as you.
True.
And because the journey has ended, now we're going to see the aftermath of what happens to this elf girl. Oh my god, again? Hey, you didn't have anybody with you to help you with the mimic? Who's to say he didn't sell it? Okay, that means 50 years went by.
Is it 20 to 30 years?
No, not the horn, but she said that a meteor shower comes every 50 years.
Okay.
So that means 50 years went by. You know the physiology, people actually get shorter as they get older. Jesus, though, it's a...
Wow.
I gotta say, I commend him for not selling the damn thing or throwing it away.
Or make profits.
50 years of holding that thing. Wow, he doesn't look too bad.
Wait, I'm lost. Who's who?
Hater's the one with the green hair. He doesn't look too bad.
So that old man was the hero?
Remember, the one with the beard was the young boy with the blue hair.
Damn.
Yeah, the dwarf isn't gonna age. It's crazy. You know, when I go old, I want to be doing the same thing with my best friends. Just act like everything like it was in high school and just really enjoy each other's company.
You know what that means?
That he's gonna die soon. But you know what? He lived long enough for the promise that
I wonder, does he have kids?
It's a good question.
He died.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die in the morning. The sword's not there. What did I say? What did we say? He was gonna die. Jesus. Yo, don't be saying that.
She doesn't show sad because she sat in the inside. People
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah, but her emotion just now, she just expressed something. I don't know why. You were on an adventure with him for 10 years, though. Oh, she did. She is crying. I always wonder why you didn't see him within those 50 years.
How old is she?
I don't know. I don't know how long she's lived in this world.
Damn.
I was gonna say, he's the next one because he's human. The only singular fact is those two will live a lot longer than them.
Oh, so that's how her journey is.
But why though?
She just want to know a human emotion. It opened up her eye. I wonder how he looked without a beard. Where the blood is his nose?
It's covering the thing. Damn, it's like we fast forward through a whole adventure. We're seeing it, and then it's like now we're gonna see the new thing. That's what I feel like.
Yep, a new beginning.
I don't think I've ever seen an anime that does it like that, because that's what I feel like. The end of Lord of the Rings trilogy, and now we're going to the next adventure.
Yep.
20 years after the death of Himmel the hero, on the outskirts.
A witch.
How can you assume she's a witch?
Fine, a mage.
We don't know. She's yet to show anything of that. Jesus, he's still alive after 20 years?
Again, you question my knowledge. He is the only one who knows magic. A mage always have an apprentice.
She's young.
That's how young mage learn.
Listen, Fern, a war orphan.
Was there a sir?
You're right. So he wants her to take her. Why? How can you say that? Eric the Sage. Resurrection and immortality? So it's for him then.
It's for the little girl.
No, but he wants to stay longer for the girl, so maybe the immortality is for him. that a broomstick?
That's a wand.
言った。探すのが大変だったよ。そうだね。
It looks like a broomstick type of thing.
魔力探知にほとんど引っかからない。あの一番岩を打ち抜けば一人前になれると言われました。
Don't tell me she can actually do that.
ハイターも分かってんじゃん。
Whoa!
That's far.
Oh, it didn't reach it.
このように魔力が離散してしまい届かないのです。
That's a lot of energy, though.
どのような修行をすればよいのでしょうか。ねえ、先に一つ聞いていい？魔法は好き？ほどほどでございます。私と同じだ。
So, that was our first episode of Frieren. And I gotta say, it was a very good first impression on the episode. Like,
It have a lot of emotional.
I mean, I was expecting maybe something of a start of an adventure that would, but actually, we're seeing the end of an adventure and probably what her life is years later from a time gap. And
yeah, 50 years, 20 years.
Well, yeah, it started off 50 years, reunion. She lived her promise to take her to a better place to look at the meteor shower.
Then 20 years.
After Himel, the swordsman, when he died, amazingly, the other human actually still lived despite he was 20 years ago. He was like saying like it may be the last time you may see me, but they end up reuniting after 20 years. And now she has this little girl who has great potential because the way you said it was a wand. Tell you the truth, something that big, I didn't think it'd be a wand because that shit would be too...
In those fantasy world, there is a wand like that.
Yeah, but the way she projected that energy, that has to take a lot of mana, but she looked at it like it didn't...
I will give it take... she used about 45 mana. Because the distance didn't reach that far.
45%, you mean?
Yeah.
So he's saying 45%. I mean, she wasn't tired, so it's right. But I think it's because she can't actually reach it. I think there's only like a certain limit to how far she can push it. But nonetheless, given the distance, you hit anybody, you hit any monsters or creatures or an enemy with that kind of spell, you're definitely going to hit that.
Evaporation.
Well, I don't know if it's meant to be like you know, like an evaporation type of spell. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like disintegration.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't know what kind of spell that is, but we do know it's powerful given how the blast came out.
Yep.
And she's young too.
Yep.
And it's not like her. We didn't see any pointy ears or nothing like that, right? She doesn't come off as a dwarf. She doesn't. So
she's a human.
Yeah, and it's like for a human to have that much potential for that is a very big deal. Nonetheless, though, I thought that it brought very good emotion. I thought it was a great understanding of friendship and
life.
And, you know, despite how she may look, she showed emotion even when her comrade, Himel, died. Mm-hmm. May not have shown it in the beginning part of the funeral, but as the burial was coming in, she started to cry. Yes, and she also had regret because she wished that she would have known him
better in life.
Yeah, but the only time that she could say that she really was with him was during the adventure time of 10 years. But I do agree that she should have made more an attempt because 50 years is a long time. You know you're an elf. You know you're going to last longer than a natural human being. So it's always good to kind of like make the time because that's why I said there's a negative and there's a good side, but then there's a bad side to having a lifespan of a dwarf or an elf, which is, you know...
You outlive everyone.
Well, you outlive anybody that is not your kind or you're not a dwarf. You outlive them. So time runs differently. It runs slower. So that's why I feel like if you're going to be friends or you're going to have companions who are humans, you need to invest those, what you say is small time for you, invest those times with them so that you can say you actually were there through their life or not have regrets. That's what I personally think.
Sure.
But you asked me a question though, didn't you?
What happened if you were like her, immortal, living in this world and not die?
That's not immortal. That's more like a long-lasting.
Fine. What happened if you have long-lasting lifespan like the elf?
Well, you got to keep yourself busy because when you live for a long period of time, times change. You have to adapt to it, but you also have to keep yourself busy. Otherwise, you go insane if you don't know what to do. It's the same concept of immortality. You got to keep yourself busy. If you don't make productive decisions, it becomes boring, and sometimes you're gonna wonder why you wish your life kind of ended shortly. And I feel like that's what Frieren does because she just keeps researching. She studies spells. And she's keeping herself busy as time keeps going.
Yep.
And I would have to do the same thing in my case. If I was a long-lasting species, I would have to keep myself busy. I would make use of my time. I would do what I can to benefit the people or myself. Like, I do whatever I have to do as long as it's productive and that time isn't used for negative reasons, like trying to overcome something. Okay, because I feel like that's when the insanity part comes into an individual's mind. So, because if you have a long-lasting life and you're so bored with how things are running and you decide, hey, I want to take down a country, I want to take down a city, like that's the negative part of immortality or a long-lasting life. Sure. So I want to do anything that I can to benefit mankind or myself or benefit others in my case. I want to have people who, if they don't have the skills as I do, I want to be able to pass that on because that's a form of legacy. That or have children, one of the two. What about you?
I could see that.
What about you?
The same thing. Teach people, new generation, be in the shadow, and help the generation who I leave to move forward.
And I that says something about us because it's a reflection towards how we would see if we were given that kind of responsibility, which is a good thing.
I think I'd be basically in the shadow.
Like, look, like we can literally bullshit you if we wanted to talk about our actual intentions, but that is my real intentions, and I know that's his real intentions because he doesn't have to say that. He could be really honest about it if he has to, if he wanted to be an evil person, but he's not. But that's not who he is. That's not what I am. I mean, shit. I might smile when I see like sort of excitement or anything like that, but the thing is, having that life and everything, you gotta really make use of something.
We don't have no backbone in us.
No, we don't. As much as we want to act stupid and be fun about it, but in reality, if we were given this, if God gave us, let me rephrase that word. If any supernatural being,
if higher being gave us this power,
of course,
we will use it wisely.
Of course, we would not accept it from an evil doer. We would not do that. Okay.
Oh, you're thinking about Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I'm saying in general, any evildoer, we would not accept that kind of power. But I'm saying
the higher being of light, if they give us this ability,
we would make use of
goodness.
it. Yeah, we really would, because we think that if we can avoid history or benefit of mankind to help them,
or repeat history, change the path that shouldn't be repeated.
Exactly. We never want anything to be repeated of the tragedies, because by doing that, we want to break the negative cycle. We want to break the negative cycle that has happened in human life. But the thing is, there's no such thing as those species, even though I kind of wish it did, because it would kind of make this world a little bit more exciting, It would be, but fantasy is fantasy, but you can always answer the what if questions. So
what if?
Other than that,
world.
Besides that, I'm actually very looking forward to watching the rest of the first season, but I liked it as a first impression episode. I wonder what my partner think. Okay, thank you. You answered that for me.
Me too. Oh, it was very interesting, very mellow out.
Yeah.
And it was a good first episode. It made me wonder what happened next. Will she become the apprentice of the little girl? What will happen next after this guy die? Who she will meet? Knowing this feel like fairy tale. The Phoenix girl who lived so long that she see all her loved ones die, but she still live on until the curse destroy.
It's a good example. I didn't think about that actually.
Yeah, that was the movie on fairy tale. I don't remember. I think it's called Phoenix something.
Like a phoenix, rising from the ashes, etc.
And the only way to break the curse is by killing the dragon that control her life.
Yeah. But other than that, guys, we appreciate it that you guys got to check this out, and we look forward to entertaining you. We look forward to giving you our thoughts, our feelings, our opinions. I will say one thing: opening, very dope. The second opening, the ending. The ending. What did I say?
Second opening We haven't heard
Fuck!
an opening.
Jesus, I'm sorry. I was very too into it. But the ending to it, I will say that the pace was different from the opening, but it was still good. It kind of like touched the heartstrings as I was listening to that ending thing. But the fact that Yasobi is the artist who did the opening, the beat was just really good. It was on point. It was just, I wasn't expecting that, but it was just freaking great, honestly. Did you like the opening and the ending thing?
Of course, ending. Yes, of course.
Yeah, opening and ending.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say opening too. But yes, I love the opening and the ending as well.
Yes. I will make sure to post up our opening and ending reaction on YouTube and TikTok. We'll do that. Meantime, guys, do us a favor. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for notification, because every subscription you hit helps the Apex to rise to the top as we're destined to be. And other than that, we must bid you all adieu.
Au revoir!
And say goodbye and good night. Bang!
I need some motherfucking views.